Good morning. Today is Monday, June the 26th, and our lesson this morning is practice justice for all. Practice justice for all. We are to carry our lifestyle in that we do justice to all we come in contact with on a daily basis. So when something very important comes about, we don't have to think about doing right. It is a second nature unto us. Our lesson this morning is coming from Exodus, the 23rd chapter, the first verse through the ninth. It says, "You shall not calculate a false report. Do not put your hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness. You shall not follow a crowd to do evil, nor shall you testify in a dispute so as to turn aside after many to pervert justice. You shall not show partiality to a poor man in his dispute. If you meet your enemy's ox or his donkey going astray, you shall surely bring it back to him again. If you see the donkey of one who hates you lying under its burden, and you would refrain from helping it, you shall surely help him with it. You shall not pervert the judgment of your poor in his dispute. Keep yourself far from a false matter. Do not kill the innocent and righteous, for I will not justify the wicked. And you shall take no bribe, for a bribe blinds the discerning and perverts the words of the righteous. Also, you shall not oppress a stranger, for you know the heart of a stranger, because you were strangers in the land of Egypt." Amen. This is a great lesson. The first part is so strong and so powerful. You shall not calculate a false report. And this here lesson is coming from the New King James Version, breaking down some of the words that is used in the primary Greek language that calculate a false report. Is that many times when we are going to tell a lie, we calculate the best way to tell it, the best way to say something, and it's calculating, coming into grips with it, how you going to bring it about, and what reasoning you going to put with it. And this is calculated. And when we calculate a false report, the Lord Jesus does not look favorably on us when we do things of this nature. We do not put our hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness. We don't lie to help those for money or for gain. Because they're your friend, because they're your buddy. You don't get with others to lie on someone or about something. You don't do those things, and you practice doing it right when it's not something of a serious matter. That way, when it does come to pass, that it is important, that it is something of a serious matter, you are already versed in telling the truth. You're already ready to do what is right. It says, "You shall not show partiality to a poor man in his dispute." You don't do it for the ones that's wealthy, and you don't do it for those that doesn't have. You do what is right at all times. It says, "If you meet your enemy's ox or his donkey going astray, you shall surely bring it back to him again." If you see something that another child is doing that is wrong, that will hurt them, it is your responsibility to inform them and show them that they are doing something that will hurt them, that will cause harm to them. It is your responsibility as a Christian to do that which is right. And we want to do all that is right in the sight of the Lord. And say, if you shall not pervert the judgment of your poor in his dispute. You don't get up on the stand and tell a lie because he's a poor man and he needs the money. And so if I tell this to help him get that money, he'll be better off. No, if it's for him, the Lord will bless it. Shall come to pass. It shall come to fruition. We are not to lie about things that is not right in our eyesight. I'm going to read you a short passage from the Matthew Henry Concise Commentary. It said, in the law of Moses are very plain marks of sound moral feeling and of true political wisdom. Everything in it is suited to the desired and avowed object, the worship of one and only God. When we worship God, when we say we are children of God, when we say we are his children, that we are led by him, then we don't lie. We don't do things that is against him. We practice to do right. God, everything in it is suited to the desired and avowed object, the worship of only one God, and the separation of Israel from the pagan world. Neither parties, friends, witnesses, nor communion, common opinions must move us to lessen great faults, to aggravate small ones, to execute offenders, accuse the innocent, or misrepresent anything. Amen. I pray that you meditate on this lesson today and realize that all things that we become great at is because we practice. As they said, practice what we preach. We tell the children, don't lie to me, don't do this, don't misrepresent yourself, don't. Then we must practice what we preach. I pray that you meditate on this lesson today and y'all have a blessed day.